On the news tonight, President Tinubu receives delegation of leaders from Rivers State. Transmission Company of Nigeria says restoration of power supply in progress. And FCT administration sensitizes staff on the need to be cautious while discharging their duties. Very good evening. Glad to have you join us on the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. I am Ifoma Ojinta, and we begin from the presidency, where President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of Honorable Zach Adedeji as the new acting executive chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service. The president has directed the SYFIRS chairman, Mr. Mohammed Nami, to proceed on 3 months pre-retirement leave with immediate effect, leading to his eventual retirement from service on December 8, 2023. Honorable Zach Adedeji is appointed in acting capacity for a 90-day period as Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service before his subsequent confirmation as Substantive Executive Chairman for a term of 4 years. And the President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of Mrs. Delu Bulus Yakubu as the Pioneer National Coordinator, Chief Executive Officer of the National Social Investment Programs Agency, pending Senate confirmation. This is contained in a press statement by Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Anjuri Ngelali. The President Tinubu expects the new appointee to convey the highest level of efficiency, transparency, and qualitative service delivery in his determination to actualize the renewed hope agenda of his administration. And also, President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of Mr. Aliu Tijani Ahmed as the new Federal Commissioner, Chief Executive Officer of the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants, and Internally Displaced Persons. By the directive of the President, the appointment takes immediate effect. As a country richly endowed with working people, Nigeria has no reason to be in a poor state. But be that as the reality, President Bola Tinubu says he's ready to reverse the trend and build a better Nigeria. The president today received a delegation of leaders from Rivers State at the State House.
We have to make what appeared difficult very easy and achieve possibilities within a very short period of time. Our people are expecting a lot from us. How much longer is lamentation possible? I'm not the president that will give excuses. I want to work hard for our nation. A nation united by a single purpose, development, focused, determined, make wealth, prosperity a target for all. We have no reasons to be poor. We don't. And I'm assuring you that we're not going to look back, but we will continue to look forward.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, says it has commenced grid restoration nationwide with power supply now available in the west, north central, southeast, and a large portion of the northern parts of the country. This follows total grid collapse that occurred at 12:35 a.m. on Thursday, causing outage nationwide. After more than 421 days of consistent grid stability. In a statement, TCN says the collapse, which occurred after a fire incident on Kanji-Jeba 330 kV line 2, is being investigated with a view to forestall future occurrence and strengthen the grid. The last total system collapse recorded was on 20th July 2022 From then to the 13th of September 2023, the system had been stable in spite of the challenges posed by zero spinning reserve and lack of adequate system control and data acquisition essential to a strong and stable grid, among others. In a bid to prevent hazards at workplaces, the Federal Capital Territory Administration is engaging some field workers on the need to be more cautious in the discharge of their responsibilities. Onozi Yakubu brings us details.
Official statistics indicate that most of the field workers in the FCT are from the Department of Parks and Recreation and the Abuja Environmental Protection Board. It is against this background that the Department of Reforms Coordination and Service Improvement is engaging these field workers on how to reduce hazard in their various workplaces. Declaring the workshop open, Acting Director of Human Resource Management of the FCT Administration, Ikenobi Oguniran, notes that the program is critical to ensuring efficiency in the system.
The participants, I want them to take this program very seriously because not everything should be taken casually. See the woman frying anything at our place or somebody speaking, and they think it does just something that cannot really harm them. They might have long-term effects. So I believe all the participants of this program will also be our ambassadors to also tell their colleagues, neighbors, and others involved in the hazardous jobs to see how much risk they expose themselves to and the hazards while doing their jobs.
When you come to work, just try as much as possible to live up to your responsibility, perform your duties, and when you're having challenges, cry out for help.
This sensitization workshop is the maiden edition, which stakeholders say will be sustained across FCTA secretariats, departments, and agencies. Onozi Yakubu, NTA News.
The new mandate secretary for the FCTA Transportation Secretariat has taken over the mantle of leadership with a pledge to impact the territory meaningfully. It was during the handing and taking over of the affairs of the Secretariat. Again, Onozi Yakubu tells us more.
That signing of documents signifies the moment of being in charge of the FCTA Transportation Secretariat. Conscious of the high expectations from the FCT Minister and the resident, the new mandate secretary, Ubokutom Iya, is optimistic that with the support of staff, he will deliver on the mandate given to them. He also solicits the cooperation of residents by protecting infrastructure provided.
If we achieve moving people fastly to their destination, cheaply to their destination, and safely to their destination, I think we would have delivered on the mandate.
I want to crave your indulgence once again that the support you gave me will be higher because the pressure truly is much on our secretary. I must tell you, we're coming from a meeting and it's like it's all about transport.
Mr. Ubokutom Iya is the 9th mandate secretary for the FCTA Transportation Secretariat. Onozi Yakubu, NTA News.
All is now set to host the Christian Association of Nigeria CAN All Africa Conference of Churches AACC General Assembly. This came to the fore at a press briefing where member bodies and executives for All Africa Conference of Churches gathered early Wednesday to chart a way forward. Gideon Yohana reports that Nigeria will be hosting the General Assembly programs for the first time since its inception many decades ago.
The next assembly in 4 years' time in another African country.
The All Africa Conference of Churches, AACC, started about 64 years ago. Its member organizations and churches in Nigeria believe that faith and dialogue are powerful tools for change. Hence, the protection of human rights and social justice, religious freedom and interreligious coexistence can be attained when the church stands its ground.
So we see it as a very big welcome home for the All-African Conference of Churches, welcoming them to where the whole idea was conceived. So that's why it is very important.
Speaking on the 12th General Assembly, this year's theme, The Love of Christ Compels Us, His Eminence Dr. Israel Akanji, FAR, says the event is not only a celebration of its 60th anniversary, but also a testament to the growth and cohesion of the Christian community in Africa since the idea of the AACC was conceived 64 years ago in Ibadan, and Nigeria will be hosting for the first time.
We're also coming together at such a time when Africa needs more consciousness of its continental presence and power in global contributions to life.
Questions bordering on inclusivity were raised as proper guidance and answers were preferred. The event will see Africa unite at the event slated to take place in Abuja, where prayers and thanksgiving amidst setting an agenda for the church will be done. In Abuja, Gideon Yohana, NTA News.
Top echelon of the Federation of Construction Industry have approved a deliberate attempt at increasing budgetary allocations to the construction industry in Nigeria, a move expected to grow the socio-economic prosperity of the country, especially at a time of renewed hope and high expectations from Nigerians. This was one among many issues that took the front banner at the 67th Annual General Meeting of the organization in Abuja. Aisha Bashir has details of proceedings and deliberations.
Gathered here are the strategic think tank and members of the Federation of Construction Industry for its annual general meeting for stock-taking of progress made, challenges, and the way forward. Speakers in a cross-interaction of ideas dissected a number of issues after receiving annual reports while emphasizing the important role of the body to infrastructural growth.
As you notice, it was successfully conducted. The accounts of last year and the details report of what has transpired for the year 2022 was presented, and looks like members are happy with what was done.
In the budget of 2023, we discovered a significant increase in the budget for capital projects. In fact, statistically, it shows that we have increase of 12% in the budget for capital projects against the budget for last year. This is a boost for the industry, and we hope that it will be judiciously implemented.
Considering its role to national development, the organization said government policies and decisions should be favorable in a way that it will encourage the construction industry to contribute meaningfully to the GDP.
We in the Federation of Construction Industries, we are so glad and happy that we have the former governor of Rivers State, Barrister Nyesom Wike, as the Minister of FCT. His coming to FCT is God sent. Members of Federation of Construction Industry, we are stakeholders. We're having various projects, and he's already going around. So we are going to partner with him to actualize his dream and vision of living a better FCT than he met it.
It's with construction that the government can achieve its aim of infrastructure. So we are today celebrating our 67th AGM and still calling on the government. You saw the speech of my president, calling on the government that the new government needs to partner with us. We know that the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is aware of our importance. That's why he spoke with us even before he became president. And we are looking forward to good relationship with the ministers.
With everyone on the same page, newly elected members of the council for 2023-2024 were inaugurated as awards of outstanding performance were presented to members and corporate bodies.